We unlocked new skill trees. This is perfect because it wastes the first 15 seconds so that YouTube, the most prudish platform apparently on the planet, won't get mad at me for showing a woman in the first 15 seconds.
Well, good thing we're wearing a dress that covers most of her body.
That's probably not good enough. They probably want her to put on like a burqa and like maybe put a hijab on top of that too, so we don't look her in the eye.
You know those outfits that are like head to toe, you can't see the woman except for a tiny slit where she can see through?
Yeah, well that's like a very strict version of a hijab plus traditional Muslim garb, I believe.
Yeah, there's like a special name for it. Let me look it up. It's got like a special name.
Restrictive?
Hot? Let's see.
I tell you what, I feel like I would be really angry if I was wearing that because I feel like you'd just get really warm. But you know what? I was reading, because I thought the same thing about, you know how like in deserts, they sometimes will wear like these, big outfits that look really hot? Mm. Apparently a lot of them are cooler than wearing, what we would consider normal clothes there.
Oh, really?
Like a t-shirt and jeans or stuff.
Oh, no, it's called a burqa, see?
Oh, it is?
Look.
Okay.
Afghan burqa.
I thought an Afghan was, a map in Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, the original, the good one. But two, I also thought an Afghan was a place where you rest your feet. Like a footrest.
I thought that was just Afghanistan.
No, that's a country.
Oh.
That would be where America rests its feet.
Oh,
but
okay.
No, I'm talking about like, isn't an Afghan a type of thing that goes with a chair?
No, I thought it was like when you call an African person an African. Like you're Afghan.
Are you an idiot?
Yeah.
This is Sector 9. The bastards are coming through the sewage line, unable to carry out the entrance blast operation. The scouts have not come back yet. There's still some time. Just give me a little more time. Look up Afghan sofa. Look this up.
I think it's just because it's made out of materials that come from Afghanistan. So it's like,
no,
like if it came from Turkey, it'd be like a Turkish sofa.
Look it up. Stop talking and look it up. You don't know everything. Okay? Look it up. It's called an Afghan. Just because you've never heard of it doesn't mean it's not a thing.
Afghans originated in Afghanistan.
Right, but it's still a thing. They don't make a footrest in Turkey and call it a turkey.
This area.
Wow. This place looks complicated. We're going to have to take that elevator up. That's how we reach the exit. We can go left or down that ladder.
But they don't call like a pizza that came from America. They don't call a pizza that came from America an America. It's a pizza whether it's made in America or
They'd probably
Italy.
call it an American pizza.
Maybe, but they wouldn't call it an America.
Well, it's supposed to be... So an Afghan was originally a knit blanket.
Whoa, what'd you call me?
A knit blanket that was made out of Afghan materials, like things that came from Afghanistan.
Okay.
And now some people just use the term Afghan for any knit blanket, but it's supposed to be only used for the ones that were made using Afghan materials.
Who decided it's supposed to only be used for that?
The Afghanistans.
That's not what you call people.
What?
That's not what you call
them. What are
them.
they? The Afghanistanis?
People of Afghanistan?
The people of Afghan. Wow, Athens really went downhill.
It's
now
not
the Afghans.
Athens. It's not Athens.
Did you get my joke?
Yeah, but you're implying the Middle East is downhill, Jill. That's racist.
Oh, that was mean of me. I'm sorry.
That was a bad joke. Why is it so loud during combat, but the rest of the time it's fine?
Well, I always turn it down during combat and editing.
I know, but I meant for talking to you. I felt like I had to yell.
Oh. Well, that's just because I'm deaf. You have to yell anyway.
Fair. Is this the code right here?
Probably.
Don't you worry, Jaime.
Jamie.
Jaime. Everything will be fine. I'll free you from your suffering.
Your suffering?
Once your soul leaves your body, it goes to Mother Sapir. Now close your eyes.
No, that's pronounced AAs.
Paul killed him.
That sucks, Paul.
That sucks, Paul?
Well...
Is that like the RuPaul Drag Race, like, next, like when they get kicked off TV and they have to go to Orange YouTube?
Yeah.
That sucks, Paul.
Yeah. Hey, don't you remember Paul in the Bible was a murderer? Do you think that's supposed to reference that?
No, I don't think so. But it could.
Well, Adam and Eve are in this.
No, you're good point. Every other name means a Bible name.
Well, I'm just saying. Well,
I feel
hey,
like you're yelling. I feel like I need to turn the audio down. Do you think I need to turn the audio down?
No, I don't think you need to turn the audio down. I'm just saying if we encounter somebody named Moses next, I think that has meaning.
Why would his name be Moses next? Oh. I forget how random these guys are. Oh, okay.
Do you think the Jews still would have persecuted Jesus if his name was Jesus?
Jewish people. People of Jewish color, Jill.
Jews.
Not the Jews, alright? I feel like you're gonna start a summer camp.
Why can't I call them the Jews?
I just feel like
That's
you're
what
gonna...
they're called.
I feel like you're gonna start a summer camp here, but not the fun kind.
Well, like, people call me the whites, and people call black people
call you...
the blacks.
No, they're not supposed to. That's not really the term. But okay, fair enough.
What about the Afghans?
No one, you... Well, these...
To get this moving to go upstairs.
I'll look for the fusion cell.
Why does Adam have stuff to say at the worst times? I was gonna say, you're just like, yeah, these Crayola-adjacent individuals.
Well, they made a Crayola crayon pack so that we could have them be, you know...
You mean like the skin of the world or whatever?
Yeah.
I want to live, I don't want to die. Jesse, Paul, Norman. You're out, Norman. Harry! And Daisy.
Daisy Duck?
Did you like when I screamed Harry?
Jamie is the guy that Paul killed, right?
Jaime.
Oh.
But yeah.
I thought his name was Jamie.
It's Jaime.
If it was spelled Jaime, then it would be Jaime.
Well, I've seen people spell Jamie that way too. Checkmate, liberal.
Well, then they're wrong, because the way to spell Jaime is...
Okay.
It's also pronounced Jaime, usually.
Okay.
But anyway, it's supposed to be spelled Jaime, and then Jamie is spelled Jamie.
I'm sorry.
Listen, I know everything about Latino culture, and if you don't listen to me, the resident Latino...
I'm surprised. I'm surprised with an attitude like that. I know everything about Latino culture. You didn't call them Latin X.
The Latinxes?
That's what, I find it so funny that basically the left just decided that that's what people want to be called. And meanwhile, like, popular studies and pretty much every vote show that people of any Latino or whatever background find that to be a offensive, stupid name, and people are like, no, that's what you want.
Why don't we just go back to calling them the Spanish?
All right, whoa, what did you say?
The Spanish.
Oh,
Let's just call them the Spanish.
Because I think Spanish, and I think that's Spain, like, itself. But I don't know.
Yeah, but they all speak Spanish.
That's a great point, Jill.
I mean, aren't we kind of considered like the English because we speak English?
We're not.
We're not?
We're just Americans.
But we speak English, so we should be the English.
You're right, that's a good point, but unfortunately, no. Oh, this is probably an outfit.
What about the Russians are called the Russians and they speak Russian?
Oh, no. I know what one this is. It's so dumb.
What?
Nothing. I'll show you in a bit.
What about the Japanese? They speak Japanese.
That's true, but I don't really think that... Look, far be it... Oh, hey, there's something up there. Far be it from me to be like the police of how anyone speaks, but I don't think anyone really likes being called the anything. Like, I don't think black people like the blacks. I don't think, Native Americans like the natives. I think it's just like you just say, you're a Native American, you're a black person.
Hey, do you think the Afghans speak Afghanese?
Jill. You know what?
It's the letter Z.
You know, what language do they speak in Afghanistan?
Afghanese, I just told you.
No, actually, what language do they speak? Is it just Arabic?
I think so.
Now let's go downstairs.
Let's see.
This is a great outfit.
What language is spoken in Afghanistan?
According to Wikipedia, it's Pashto and Dari.
Pashto and Dari.
Oh, okay.
I wish I spoke the language of Dari. Then Pennywise wouldn't be coming to my town, I tell you what.
Different dairy.
Oh, okay.
Great outfit.
We'd be eating a lot of milk.
Or a lot of MILF.
That too. Oh, we saw a shirt the other day at the mall that said I Heart MILFs.
Yeah, that was certainly an interesting store.
Bubby wouldn't let me buy it.
It was, like, all those novelty stores are overpriced.
They are.
And it's all just stuff you could borderline print at home on your own shirts.
Honestly, it would be really cool to get a shirt printer.
What is this? Oh, it must just call the elevator back down.
Oh, probably.
That would be really cool. It's probably super expensive.
Yeah, that's true.
But I don't know. We have a friend that has a 3D printer. Those are becoming more and more.
We have a friend who has a 3D printer?
Yeah, Steve.
Oh,
That's how he makes his cosplay stuff.
I didn't know that.
Okay, well, maybe you should get to know your friends more. I can't help it if you're a bad friend. Sorry.
Well, to be fair, I'm not very good at talking to people, so... Why is this knee next to me?
Can you please stop? I'm trying to play the game, and I'm finally doing okay.
Aw, but I like your knees.
Didn't you have more things written down you wanted to talk about?
No.
Really? You said you were going to do that.
We got through all of them, and then I haven't had time to think about it anymore yet.
You haven't had time to think, huh?
No, I haven't had time to think lately. I have to have allotted time to think, because it's really hard for me to do so.
That makes sense to me.
Do you have anything written down? Maybe you should have taken the
Unplugged in
initiative.
controller.
Sorry, I was listening to Adam. He had mansplaining to do, Joe.
Thanks. Did you take the initiative
What?
and write something down?
Oh, no.
Oh, okay.
Why would I do that?
That makes sense. Sorry.
I live with you every day. I don't want to talk to you more than I have to.
Wow. Okay.
Whoa.
Everyone is waiting for Mother Sphere's salvation, but the lives of my allies are the most important.
Jill.
Did you like my joke? Because there's no periods?
No.
Should I not read it like that?
They're not... This must get its job done? Do we even need to read this?
Probably not.
This there's nothing to this. It basically is just saying there's a Natiba coming. We have to shut the floodgate or whatever. Everyone's waiting for Mother Sphere, but Mother Sphere only helps those who help themselves.
Well,
That's it. It was just a long...
Mother Sphere sucks.
Also, to the little drone, what does that mean? Are we the bad guys for killing these drones?
No!
I mean, it seems to me like they might not be bad.
But we do it for the goodies.
Yeah, I know, but what if we're not supposed to be killing all of them? Like,
Adam
what if
told
that's
us
a
to.
moral choice? Yeah, but Adam is a man. He already has skewed morals.
Oh, I guess that's true, yeah.
Oh, great, one of these.
I bet Adam's the type of person to call people the insert their, like, race.
Oh, like you?
Yeah. Hey, this is like those puzzles in Spider-Man 1. The ones that they got rid of in the second game. You know, the puzzles that I actually really enjoyed. Those ones.
Yeah, I know. That was kind of a shame, actually, because I thought they were interesting.
There you go. Good job.
Thank you. I thought I had to route it through every single one for a second.
Nah, you're good.
Uh-oh.
Time to flood!
Isn't that the same sound that would play when one of the special kids from your school would
Sounds
run
like
away
water.
from a teacher?
It's that path.
Yes.
Let's go back.
Yeah.
We got a runner!
That's when they sounded the alarm. It was when they started jumping over the fence that like was perimeter of the whole school.
Oh no! I think you might have been in a prison.
Oh. I don't know. I mean, they did call it the correctional facility for special students.
Did they actually?
No.
Oh. I didn't know if they actually called it a correctional facility.
No, they didn't call it that. It was just a joke.
Okay, sorry.
They called it a center.
You seem very touchy about this school.
What?
I wish you could stop them from getting on these bodies, but you really can't.
Yeah, that's a shame. Well, you know what? You can't stop everyone from getting on a body.
That's true. Christian parents have been trying to do it for their high school level girls forever.
Oh.
But they can't. Did you have any friends like that? And I guess maybe you probably didn't even have that many friends that were religious. But maybe you did. I don't know.
I didn't.
But okay, well there you go. Once again, I know everything.
There weren't very many people who were very religious in my area. I mean, there was
Hope
Catholics.
they enjoy hell. I'm just joking.
There were some Catholics, but like there wasn't tons of them. Does that make sense?
Not the Catholics.
And then there was this one guy who was like ultra super religious, and
Ultra super religious?
and
Oh,
he
cool.
hated gay people and stuff, and he like said that he loved Donald Trump when Donald Trump was being like spread around the media as a homophobe, and he said the reason I like Donald Trump is because he hates gay people just like I do.
Did you see I got way up here, by the way?
Yeah, you did a good job.
I don't even think I was supposed to.
I don't
There's
know.
nothing up here.
And
He hates gay people just like I do. Jeez.
and then
Yelling
couple...
again.
And then recently I looked him up on Facebook, and he's gay now, and he's married to a man.
It was different in the outside world before the horror. You had to pay for your crimes if you got caught. Down here, underground, if you get caught, you die. Even if you're innocent. Those monsters, they don't care. Never let them catch you. This is the advice of Norman. Man, I said it to you before, but I'll say it again. Eve would have me eating lunch standing up.
Okay.
What? Just say it. I mean, she's bringing
Well,
cake to the lunch table.
You're funny.
As much. Can you get to where the hazard lights are flashing?
More swimming.
She didn't want to get her hair wet, remember?
Yeah.
Poor Eve.
Also, it looks like I missed this body.
So what do you think of that story I just told you?
I think that I'm not surprised, not in the sense of like, oh, I knew this guy too and I have a big opinion on him, but in the sense of like, it reminds me of the Republican senators who are like, yeah, like, gay people are icky. Vote against gay. And then they got outed for hooking up with each other in the men's bathroom. Like these different senators and stuff.
Yeah.
This was years ago.
I don't understand people who like have to compensate for their gayness by hating other gay people.
I don't understand people who have to compensate for like anything.
I
Just
don't
like
know.
shut the fuck up.
It's really dumb.
Like also, my personal opinion has always been like, and this was even my opinion when I would say, not ultra religious in a good way, but like when I was very young, I would say, and my parents weren't this way, but I would say that I was more religious in the sense of like, oh, I think I'm better than other people, which is not a good way to ever be. And even then, like at the lowest of my low in terms of like being a judgmental jerk, I always just thought, you know, anything, I mean, other than like, you know, if you're hurting kids or you're like physically hurting someone or abusing them, just like anything that I don't agree with or I don't want around me or that I'm not, anything like that, I just don't need to be involved with.
Yeah, you don't need to care.
And I just kind of didn't care. And nowadays I'm a lot more like, well, you know, you probably shouldn't really be judging people at all. It's not a good idea because, like, one, then it opens yourself up for judgment from people, or if you believe in God, from God, or from other things. But two, it's also just very hypocritical because we all have our own, you know, whatever you want to call it. Like, we all have our own things that people could judge us for. And so now it's, like, just even doubly more that way. Where I'm like, again, short of something like pedophilia or bestiality or something, if there's something where it's like, oh, I don't really know how I feel about this isn't for me, like, to be completely honest, Pride Parade. I wouldn't go to Pride Parade. You know why? I don't have any pride in being hetero, so I don't personally understand it. But two...
It's like we're just going around in circles.
Don't worry. I'm keeping track of our steps.
But two, I also just don't like the kink stuff they do at a lot of them because it makes me uncomfortable.
It is a little weird.
It's just too much in my face. Like now, if I wanted to go to a strip club in Vegas or something, that would be my choice, you know? Like, because I could just say, well, I'll go to a strip club in Vegas and I'll see women because I'm heterosexual.
Also, not all gay people like to just parade around the fact that they're gay to everyone. I mean, it's not like they're ashamed of it, but they also don't want to, like, scream from the rooftops their own personal ideals and, you know,
and that's
personality and
that's
stuff.
my point, is no one should have to.
Yeah, I don't know. I always found that weird. Like, I feel like you shouldn't have to do that if you don't want to. And a lot of gay people get offended when you say, like, oh, I don't really want to go to a pride parade.
But a lot of people also agree with you. A lot of people are also kind of like, yeah, I don't either. And that should just be the choice of
what you want to do.
an
Yeah.
individual, right? Like,
Yeah.
And also, my other thing, too, is, like, I don't like... So, the same way that I would not want and I'm being serious, I would not want a heterosexual pride parade anyway, but well, let's say there was one. If you were opening it to kids, I would say people should be fully clothed. That's just my opinion.
I think they should be too, but they're not.
Because I think it's weird to expose your body around children on purpose, unless you're going swimming, you know, in which case it's like, okay, well, I get it, you're going swimming. That's like the one context in which I'm like wearing minimal clothes around children is okay.
There was a girl who went to Warped Tour, the last one in 2018. I went to the one in Massachusetts. and there was underage people there. I was one of them. I was like 15, maybe 16, and she didn't wear a shirt, but she had like painted over her nipples "Free the Nipple," and she just wasn't wearing a shirt the entire time. And I thought it was kind of weird because it's like, sure, you can say, you know, "Free the Nipple," but isn't it kind of odd to just show off your boobs to like a bunch of random kids?
These are just a mutated version of these mites, by the way. These things just blow up.
Yeah, they're icky and scary. I don't like them.
Yeah, I mean, like, for me, and I understand that this is like a whole thing where people are like, well, the body is not inherently sexual. It's like, well, okay, I still feel like it says something that if I, you know, take my, you know, butt cheeks out around a kid, that's weird. So,
Yeah.
like, I don't really think there's many settings where you should be taking your butt cheeks out around a kid.
No, I completely agree.
That's just my thing. I also think that a lot of those events, though, kids shouldn't be at. So, like, I'm totally fine. I know some people would disagree, but, like, for me, I'm very freedom of choice for everything. Short of, again, hurting, you know, people who can't stand up for themselves. And I would say that if you want to...
A non-living thing. Are the Natibas going through a change?
I would say that if you want to have a pride parade that's only for adults, like it's 18 and up, and you want to have, you know, stuff like that at it, I would be totally for it. I wouldn't go to it because I'm not really interested in men, but I wouldn't care.
I completely agree, by the way. Like, do you want to read this?
An announcement from my underbelly. Oh, sorry, the undercrew. We'll be reducing the quarantine section as of midnight today. If you attempt to leave the section, please note that you will be purified without warning. Jeez.
That's weird and scary. I think that, like, it shouldn't be a problem if people want to expose their bodies in adult settings.
Yeah, to each other.
And, like, that's why I find it stupid when YouTube, like, censors a bunch of stuff, like, Eve's still wearing clothes, but she showed a little bit of cleavage. That's horrible.
That one's even more dumb because this is a piece of art and she's not a real person. As
I-
much as I wish she was.
Because I don't think that, like, bodies need to be inherently sexual or anything, but I do think that, like, children probably shouldn't be seeing a bunch of naked people walking around either.
Or close to.
Yeah.
I think that there's usually limits on that, but it gets pretty close. You know, when you see that kind of stuff.
Well, some people are fully naked at Pride. They just, like, paint their body as if they aren't.
Yeah, to me, that's just odd. Contamination is in progress here as well. This is Daisy's memory. What the hell are these things feeding off of? Isn't it mass? No, take a close
Moss.
look. Oh, sorry. I'm sure you've seen this hard, dark reddish skin somewhere. Yes, you're right. This is a Natiba. It's a perfect match. There definitely is something unusual happening. I should hurry back to the undercrew. Huh? Bonnie? What's wrong?
It sounds like a cult, doesn't it?
I think that they were just a group of survivors living down here who didn't have the protection of Zion.
Yeah, and they were being culty.
I think they were trying to survive, kind of like the...
But what about that guy who said they needed to purify people?
I think that meant that they would kill you.
Yeah, that's culty.
I think it's so that you didn't infect other people. I think that some of these were people turning into Natibas.
Oh, really? That's interesting and scary, actually. That's like a zombie apocalypse type thing. Hey, did you ever know kids in school that you, like, knew were gonna be gay, but they insisted that they weren't gonna be gay, and then they ended up being gay?
You know, I never had any that I asked, are you going to be gay? But there were people I could tell were much more feminine and probably were going to be gay, and then it turned out they married people of the same...
Sex.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there was, like, a bunch of boys in my grade, and I knew multiple of them, and they just seemed super gay to me. And when we were in high school, I think I asked a couple of them, like, just, like, nicely, like, you know, are you interested in boys, sort of thing. Like, not in a mean way. And they, like, would get offended about it and be like, oh, how could you ask me such a thing? I would never be. And then they'd, like, get girlfriends and pretend like they were really into their girlfriend and stuff. And now, all of them are gay. Every single one of them that I knew was gonna be gay is gay. And I'd just like everyone to know that my gaydar is off the charts.
Could you look something up for me?
No.
Could you look up, should I be killing supply robots?
I don't think there's anything wrong with it.
Could you just look it up? Because they seem, like, scared and nice, and I just feel like an asshole. Like, this one's not even running away. He's just scared. I just touched that guy's Johnson. Today is February 14th. I know because Sophia gave me a present. Long ago, there was a custom of giving gifts to one's beloved on February 14th. They call it Valentine's Day. I miss you, Sophia.
Aw, that's sad. People say you should be killing them, even though it makes you sad and feel bad because they have really good loot that you can't get otherwise. And there's a specific quest for Enya later on that you have to do stuff. Like, you have to kill these guys for items for.
Oh, okay. So we just got a thing for, I don't know, chest or whatever.
The game never says that it's, like, evil or anything to do, but it does make other people feel bad on Reddit, apparently.
The reason I asked was because I saw something about there being more than one ending.
Yes, there is more than one ending, but I think it's dialogue choices.
I'm afraid we have to give up.
Why can't she just climb over the fence? Other cultures do it all the time.
Jill, I understand that your jokes here are, if I'm offensive, it's funny, but I need you to be a little careful where you
Come
take
on!
these things.
That one was funny. That one was actually funny.
It was funny, but I'm just saying, can't believe I have to be the voice of reason.
Come on! Can we leave it in? That one was funny.
Yeah.
It was funny.
It was funny. I just... See...
I don't understand why she couldn't climb over it, though.
No, I don't either. And I'm also worried about going too far and then not being able to go back to get this stuff.
I'm sure you'll be able to. Can't you just take the phone if you wanted to?
Listen up, Sam. We're not safe. It's me, Dean. These bastards are waiting for us to go back to the undercrew. They're keeping their distance on purpose. You don't want to lead these monsters to the undercrew, right? Close the door once you've successfully lured them, then head right back to the undercrew. Stop saying undercrew. Don't wait up for me. You know that I'm the fastest in the crew. I'll catch up to you. And here he is, dead.
Yep, he's dead. The Undercrew, by the way, is such a tragic name. It really does sound like Underbelly. Or, like, under something. Like, it just doesn't sound good.
Sounds like the Undertaker.
Is it because they're in a tunnel type thing? Is that why they're calling themselves the Undercrew? Because they're under?
I don't know. Oh, here's...
That's a dead guy.
Yes!
You happy?
Why was she rude to him? She's way too rude to Adam.
I think it's kind of funny. I never get why he was so excited about this chest, though.
Oh, it's one of these.
Oh, good, an easy one. Usually they're too hard for puppies.
I'm usually able to do them, but I usually have to look.
Yeah, you have to look at the
Hey, you see that?
the other screen for it.
Can you see behind us?
Yeah, the dead guy? Oh. Oh, gross!
It was gonna ambush us. I figured that was why they put a dead body there.
That's icky. I didn't like that.
That's spooky.
I was focused on the box. That was bad of me.
It wasn't that bad.
Adam's like, you know, Eve, you are really something.
I think you were supposed to, like... I think you were supposed to not see it beforehand so it actually ambushed them, Bubby.
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
I think that we're just too perceptive for this game. That was too epic of us.